Southwest Florida. Welcome to another edition of Lee Pitts Live. I'm so thrilled that you guys join us here. We're at a spectacular event. But before the event gets started, I want everybody to know we're at the Delta Sigma Theta Jabberwock. Lee Pitts Live is live on the spot here in Fort Myers. We're in the reception room in the early stages. In fact, we're here before the reception starts because they want to cover something else going on in the community. And then later on, I'll be talking to some of the children and some of the parents from the Jabberwock contest. I'll be serving as a media sponsor here tonight, as well as a judge in the Jabberwock contest. And you know, when Delta puts on Jabberwock, it's always a fabulous effect. I got two distinguished gentlemen here sitting with me, and you may recognize them. Of course, Keith White, he's a legend in the community. All the children know him as Mr. Keith. And then we got radio here, Jay Styles. You guys know him here. Jay Styles with radio, of course, is Jay Green. Keith is one of my fraternity brothers, Phi Beta Sigma. Let's just jump on. Okay, just make sure we represent the blue and white while we're sitting here. Now we're just gonna go straight up. Let's get started and find out about a great event that's coming up that these gentlemen have worked tirelessly to make happen in the community. That's going to bring in some of our top athletes in football to the area. We're going to talk about a basketball game as well as a football clinic that's going to be taking place. Where are we right now? We're at the Kerry Robinson Center, right next door to the legendary Stars Complex, which I'm pretty well known for my days over there as a swimming instructor. And it's great that we're sitting here because everything is going to be happening at the Stars Complex. So let's meet these gentlemen and find out a little bit about them before we get into the details. Not every day I get you on the show. Keith, last time you on the show, you had to come all the way down to Naples, man. Remember that?
Yeah, it's been a while, Lee. I'm always impressed with you, and glad to be here today.
Hey, Keith, every time you've been around, been on my show, you're always surrounded by children. What gives you that passion? How did you first get started and just being interested in working with the youth?
Well, a lot of times you're out in the world, you're trying to find your way, and you pick up a job just to make ends meet. But as you get more involved with the job, it becomes a passion. And that's where I'm at now. I'm passionately involved with all the youth in our community, and I'm again to our community to make it a better place.
Looking forward to that day when you're completely running the Stars Complex. Oh boy, I know that's political. But I have my own show and nobody controls me. I can say what I want to say. Nobody's going to come and get Lee Pitts. And here's my good friend Jay, and Jay is always involved with youth as well. We talk on the phone all the time. He's always got a passion around the kids, having an opportunity. Don't try to plug the event yet. We're going to get to that. Okay. You don't need to hold this up. You're on TV, man. View the flyer. You're on TV. And we may have a computer bring the flyer up.
All right.
But anyway, let me tell you.
Brandon one-on-one.
People know a flyer doesn't work at a TV interview. The computer will bring it up.
I forgot my Lee Pitts mug at the station.
You the flyer, man. You the flyer. Okay. Now, Jay, first of all, let's talk about your passion around children. And you've done an outstanding job with your daughters at the University of Alabama. Let's roll on tide, baby.
Let's roll, man. Ironically, my mother's been a preschool teacher her whole career, so I grew up. It's only natural. That's all I kind of knew. My mother's literally 40 years plus in. She's a preschool teacher down in Naples. I grew up nonstop, so I knew sooner or later one day I was going to have to give back to the community. I didn't plan on being a teacher, but it just happened through my 501 and my charity events that it comes natural hand in hand. And what I'm doing at the Stars Complex now with the new programs, with the gardening program, the financial literacy program, and we're actually going to start a podcast radio program for the children to do their own radio show on Star 90.5.
And speaking of radio, people know you from radio. You're Star 95 FM, the People Station. You kind of tell people what that is and how they can tune in.
You can tune in on your FM dial if you're in Lee County on just 90.5 FM every day. Also on the World Wide Web, wherever you are at www.star905.com. That's STAR905.com. And you can't miss us. Lee Pitts every day, almost 1 p.m.
Weekdays, the Lee Pitts Live Boston. And, of course, you can catch me on Saturday on the Lee Pitts Live radio show. And Jay does a great job of making my show something that I can be proud of, and, of course, the community can be proud of. And every now and then I'll bump into Keith. Keith say, Lee, I hear you, but I never see you. Because Keith is tuned in to Star 95 FM. You highly recommend that station?
Yeah, I recommend it. It's keeping the community engaged on what's going on. I mean, he gives out all kinds of information tirelessly, and I love it.
When I first was talking and found out that you two were going to be partnering up on putting together an event, I said, that's the perfect marriage. Keith knows everybody in the community. Jake has the whole promotion thing going on. And I know both of them. They're good friends of mine. So I just said, let me get involved with this. Now, Keith, tell me about that day on what day is this taking place on March 10th? Let's talk March 10th.
It's actually March 17th. We've had an issue with trying to get our celebrities together, our football players that belong from the community. And what it is you talk to one, the other one has a conflict. So we decided March 17th. And this started with a conversation with one. And his goal was to say, how can I get all of my NFL teammates or players that I know that come from this community to do one thing together so we can show some unification in our community. So I actually reached out to a few more, and they liked the whole idea. So when I talked with Nate Allen, he said his goal was to make sure that he could do it with Jalen Watkins and Sammy Watkins. So then I reached out to those two, and they had the same thoughts. So without that conversation being held, we probably wouldn't have got to this spot. So if one person can probably pull it off, it would be me, since I actually coached all those guys and have some involvement with them. So I'm just trying to make sure we can bring them in to show some unification so our young people can understand, know how big you are. You still need to come home and help out those that need help.
So on March 7th, we're going to have some big-name football players here. You called a couple of names. Did you want to name a few more?
Yeah, we also have our big band, Javon Curse. Anytime I call him, he's all in for what we can do in this community. So we got Javon Curse, we have Mario Henderson, we also have Mackenzie Alexander, and we're still adding on. We have a lot of our local guys that's not playing as well. We want them to come out. We even want our throwback guys, like a Warren Williams, and anybody else that played in the NFL that feels like, 239 is where I'm from, and I want to be a part, please get to me and let me know you want to be in, because the more the merrier.
Okay, I'm going to come back to you and get more specifics on the football clinic, and then let me start with Jay. Let's promote basketball. I'll come back to you and get more detail. So we're going to start off that morning at what time with the football clinic, and then that evening around 5 p.m. there's going to be a basketball game at the Stars Complex with a lot of professional football players, right?
Correct. Yes, the football camp starts at 9 a.m. for registration at 10 a.m. And then we're going to start the camp at 10:30 a.m. and it's going to go till 1 p.m. And it's going to be 8 different spots on all the different fields, coaches, players, and they're going to rotate. And this is probably the biggest camp that I know of that's ever happened in the city of Fort Myers, particularly in the Dunbar community, where, like Keith said, we were finally able to get a lot of these guys together at the same time in the same place. And then the basketball game is going to start at 5 p.m. at the Stars Complex in the gym, and it's going to go to 8. Keith's going to tell you more about the keynote halftime ceremony that we're going to have. We're going to have a guest speaker, 2 guest speakers actually, and a dunk contest. It's going to be an awesome event. If y'all missed this, y'all missed out on the heck of event that me and Keith put together for the Stars Complex.
Be right back to you. Keith, let's go to some specifics, some time, and if people watching this now, if they want to still register and all those kind of things. First of all, tell us about the first thing that happens, which is that morning out at the football field. That's the football clinic. What can people expect to take place at the clinic? Who can be a part of the clinic in terms of participation? Are you inviting all students from around the region? My show airs in 6 counties.
Yeah, we're inviting anybody that wants to be a part. It starts with the little ones all the way up to the teenagers. We just want to make sure we understand that a village is everybody. So we want to make sure we open it for everybody as long as we can accommodate them. We'll start with a pre-registration at 9 a.m. And like I said, we'll start the kickoff around 10:30. At that time, we will break them off. We'll be using multiple complex fields so we can actually do things simultaneously. And the thing is to make sure that all of our players engage the kids and the kids get a chance to see all of our players. So it's going to be a good day. We're going to have a lot of stuff laid out. The kids will be able to get checked on their agility drills, speed drills, blocking techniques, catching techniques. We're going to work on everything a kid needs to know to get on that level as far as our NFL players.
Is there an age range of kids, and also can females participate as well?
The age range, we're trying to start at age 6 all the way up to, like, say, high school age kids. And we're co-ed. Every time we do something at the Stars, it's co-ed. And like I said, we have to bring our young ladies up. We have a lot of them in our community accomplishing things. So you just get them involved as much as you can.
If they can do all the speed drills, there won't be any hitting or anything going on. It'll be like 7-on-7s and stuff like that.
No, it's not. At the end, we'll probably do that for a few select people, but most of our drills and everything will be co-ed type drills where everybody can get involved and see what your skill level is on.
Okay, no matter what sport you play, it could be basketball, soccer, whatever, these drills will benefit in terms of your crossover as an athlete. Is there a cost for the clinic?
With our NFL players, it's free. And like I said, this is something that they want to give back. They want to make sure that people understand that this is where they started at, and they got an opportunity to show people these are things they didn't do when they were here, and now we got a chance to make it happen.
While we're there, I want to stay with you for a second. What are some things going on at the Stars Complex now and leading into the spring that people need to know about? Your after-school program, what you got going on weekends, what your hours are, the pool open, all of that. Knock that out.
Yeah, we got a lot going on at the Stars. We're on like I said, we're on the rise. As we go forward, we want to make sure everybody understands that we got a lot going. We will be doing our spring camp, which is age 6 through 14, starting on when school gets out for, I think it's March 19th. We'll be starting our spring camp. So once people come out, it's like a $25 registration fee for 1 week. If you want to do 2, it's $50. If you live outside the city limits, it's $60. So the thing is, you can get your kids dropped off at 7 a.m. We got field trips. Our pool will be open, Lee, so I know you like that. We will have our pool open for spring break for people to swim, and it will be open to the community as well. On top of that, we're actually starting our first ever NFL flag football league. It's also for kids 6 through 14. It's co-ed. It includes a week program that will have a workout method in it. Every week, you'll be able to work out with athletes from the community that will be instructing your kids on speed agility drills to help them with the flag football league. So we're making ours unique, and as always, I put NFL, junior NBA into our criteria to make sure our kids be empowered by the jerseys they're wearing, so they will have a real NFL logo jersey, and their flag belt is a part of their fee. Each kid will receive a trophy, and we still have chess program, our after school. We offer tutoring. We have a lot. We got our drone program upcoming. So like I said, the Stars is on the rise, and I'm so hyped about it.
Is there a phone number people can call? And I want you to skip over to the summer and let me know, have you already started taking registration for summer camp?
321-7545 is the number. Again, 239-321-7545. And we will start registrations for summer camp at the end of this month in February.
You see all that's going down, folks. All that's going down. And of course, Leap is Live is here to make sure we keep you informed. And that's March 17th is the date. Write that down, when everything will be happening right at the Stars Complex. Football clinic that morning, and then that evening people will come back. But in between people coming back that evening for the basketball clinic game, is anything happening between football camp and the basketball game before I get over to Jay?
No, we did have a good idea, but we're going to table that for another time. We're just going to make sure we get everything prepped for that night, because it's going to be such a beautiful event. And Jay will elaborate a little more on that, because there's a lot going on that night that the community needs to know about.
I'm going to get to Jay. I know Jay's a great disc jockey as well. We find out there's going to be some music there. Names, there's going to be some motivational speakers at the halftime. Would that be something, you know their names, you're going to handle that? You can handle that right now? So let's roll right over here to Jay Style, Mr. Radio. Okay, so we had the clinic that morning on March 17th, football clinic. Then that evening we come back at 5 o'clock to the Stars Complex. Is there a cost to get in for the basketball game?
There is a cost, because the whole mission of the basketball game is to raise funds for our new programs at the Stars Complex that Mr. Keith just spoke on. It's just a $10 donation. It's not much. We're most likely going to let the little kids in for free, because we know how, we want to give back to the community. So. But it's just a $10 donation, and make sure you get tickets though, because it's going to be packed. So you want to make sure you get in there with us.
Okay, take us behind the scenes with about 5 minutes left in the show. Summarize the basketball event that evening.
The basketball game is the 3rd annual Unity in the Community All-Star Basketball Game. This is the first one that I partnered up with the Stars, and I'm excited because it's a marriage, like you said, that's been long over to happen. Me meeting Keith and us putting the complete pieces of the puzzle together. It's going to be an awesome event to have all these guys come back for the first time ever. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first time Sammy Watkins has done an event like this in the city, being someone from Harlem Lakes, and Jalen Watkins, Super Bowl winner Philadelphia Eagles, and they grew up both right on Dupree Street, if I'm correct. So I mean, literally, it's like, what, 2 blocks away from the Stars complex. So
Yes.
it's going to be a huge event. I know a lot of kids. I just recap real quick. I remember when I was 8 years old, the reason why I wanted to bring this event to Fort Myers this way is that I remember going to a celebrity basketball game back in the mid-'80s. I'm showing my age now when the Chicago Bears won the Super Bowl, and I'll still remember that memory till right now, 30 years later, and it was just bigger than life to have these guys come back to their hometown and do a community event like this. It's a lifelong lasting memory for young people, because it's something that doesn't happen often in Fort Myers.
Now we're going into almost 1 million households throughout the surrounding 6 counties. People are listening to this in Sarasota, Glades, Henry, Charlotte counties, and the like. They're welcome to come down also and participate in both events.
Yes, anywhere. Just reach out to the Stars Complex at 239-321-7545. Ask for Mr. Keith, or you can call me if he's busy. I'm at 239-601-1310. Once again, that's 239-601-1310 or 239-321-7545. Either one, got more details. See?
Keep talking, Jay.
He got the
Get the
flyer.
flyer.
That's
Old
Saturday, March 17th. I'm sorry, March 17th, 5 p.m. We're gonna have a dunk contest. We're gonna it's gonna be a special tribute at halftime for the mothers for a lot of the unsolved murders that's happened over the last year or two. They're gonna give a speech, right, or presentation, right, Keith? Or yeah.
Well, what it is that we had a lot of the parents that feel like our NFL players don't know what's going on in the city. So every time you have a loved one lost, there's a big outcry to the community saying, who cares about something like that happening? They always inquire with me about the NFL players don't know what's going on. This will be an opportunity for them to engage those NFL players and let them know, hey, this is happening. Do you really care? And this is also an opportunity for the NFL players to show some love to the community that we know about it, and we're here to help and support.
If Lee Pitts, if my schedule permits, folks, you look around, you see me in the gym, interviewing people, you'll see me out at the football field, all those types of things will be possible. Jay Styles, good to get you on Lee Pitts Live. Keith White, as always. Keith, let's make sure we leave them right, baby. Go mobbing, baby. For those who say it can't be done, they're usually interrupted by those like Keith White and Jay Styles, partnering up to make the community better for us, for all the children, right here at the Stars Complex on March 17th. We'll be right back. Get a chance to talk to some ladies of Delta Sigma Theta sorority right here at the Jabberwock.